Hello there. Have you come to watch me work on my car? Let's get into it. So for those of you that watched last week, you'll know we built up this rear section on the Mark II Golf GTI, and we'd got it to the point where we just needed to grind these spot welds down. So that'll be the first job on the agenda today. That's all cleaned up. It's come out nice. Next is the little jacking point. We need to drill some holes in that. I do not know what's going on, but my rust converter is making everything almost look rusty. Normally it goes black, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's just because it's a cold or what, but there's something going on. Let's drill the holes in this and get this welded into place. Woo! That stinks. Right, jacking point is in, ready to weld. Welder's turned up. We've got the bottle jack here just pushing it up, and we've got all the spot welds what you've just seen me drill out. So we'll see how this goes. Wish me luck. Not sure about the other two. That got hot, really hot. Oh, she's on. Well, that got a bit hot, didn't it? It was like the sun was falling down at me. But yeah, she's in there. Just got to grind that massive big blob off. I'll get that ground off, and then that'll do us. Right, that's ground back and ready to. You can't really see on that side, but got that ground back as well. And then we're ready to just sling some rust converter on. Got the rust converter on, letting it do its thing. And we've hammered it all in there with it. So we've got a ton in there. Yeah, it's filled with it. And then also on this side, we've got it all in this side as well. Yeah, for tonight that'll do. And we'll come back tomorrow night and have an hour or so. So the next point will be this hole in the floor. So we'll make up that panel there and we'll get it banged in. Clean up the area first. It's clean back. We all know the process by now. So let's speed it up a little bit. And it's done. That was quick, wasn't it? Bang a bit of this rust converter on. Let it get in there. Any little pinholes or anything. Lovely. Lovely jubbly. Right, I'm off in. Stick a fork in me. I'm done. That's that all painted up now in some primer. But in exciting news for me, they come in pairs. Yay! So we've got another one there to do on the other side. It's exciting. And also this one, it comes through to here as well. So we've got some very odd bits of cardboard cut out, ready to make some little templates. And then also, what I've done off camera is I've ground this back, and we've put a load more rust converter on. And then I've also ground this lip back where the new valance is going to fit, and then we've just put some weld through primer on there. So underneath now, it's got all the rust converter on. But say we've just got this annoying hole, and this side panel here ground all this back. So I'm going to fold the piece of metal like how I've done on that side. That is the hole eradicated. She's gone. And yeah, you can't really tell. And also the hole that was in that corner, that's gone. And that piece on here as well is in. Oh yeah, this has taken me, we're on Thursday, so it's took me till Thursday to get up to this point, so only just now am I actually ready to start putting this rear valance in. So everything's been made good, but we'll not do it tonight because it's too late. But now she's sort of pretty much ready to go in. So that's it, boys and girls. We're at the point to start getting this welded in. There'll be a lot of fine tuning to it, and then we can get it tacked in place and take our time and make a good job of it. So, but yeah, for tonight, we're done. Just having a quick hour tonight. It's Friday. So yeah, gonna try to just get this summit mocked up. I've already sort of welded this little extra plate here to step it out and trimmed a bit off and blah blah blah, and just trying to get it somewhat like. I'm not going to be able to get here tomorrow on Saturday because I am going out in the morning for some breakfast, and then in the afternoon I'm going out to have some beverages with my friends. So tomorrow we'll not be doing anything. So Sunday we will be back, and hopefully Sunday we can get this welded in, hopefully, or at least get a start on it. But I'd love to be able to get it welded in for Sunday. Factory spots, centre to centre, roughly 4 centimetres. Oh, 4 centimetres. 4 centimetres. Ooh, baby. 4 centimetres. Factory spot welds 4 centimetres apart. So we shall do the same. Yeah, I think we're not far off at that. We've just got like a tiny bit of a mill of a gap, you know, if you open her up all the way across, and then I say we've messed up with this, so we need to get a little infill piece for that. Yeah, the spots will go onto these. That back plate needs pulling forward a little bit. These will meet once it's pushed in, and I think the same on this side. So once this is sort of pushed on, I think they will meet, and the same on this part here. I think once they're pushed on, they'll meet. We'll make it work. Sorry about the noise, the heater's cooling down. Yeah, then also today, I've been waiting for it a while, it got lost in the post, but my the inner arches turned up. I mean, look at the state of that. It's an absolute, it is an absolute pig's ear, innit? But we can make it good. We can make it good. But yeah, anyway, that's Friday done. So say Saturday we'll have a night off, which will be nice. Be nice for me to have a day off, to be fair. And then Sunday we'll get in here and we'll weld the crap out of that. We'll be nice and gentle though. Try not to get it too warped. Right, yeah, tea time. Spag bol with dough balls. Later. Right, Sunday morning, and I feel terrible. Yeah, so we went out last night, a few beers. I didn't drink that much, but yeah, I just do not feel good today. Hopefully it's just a bit of a hangover. I really hope I'm not getting poorly. But we'll see how it goes this morning. So I just want to get this rear valance in. That is my goal. I need to get that in. So we'll see how we get on. Yeah, here we go. So I think we've got this prepped, these bits ground back, ready to weld, cleaned up on here, sort of manipulating the panel a bit more to sort of get it to fit in. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to Scotch-Brite the back of this panel and just give it a coat of epoxy primer, just because I think it'll help it, even though it is all bloody galved. We'll we'll do that. More is better, but what I will do is I'll put a tape line on here just to, actually I'll do that now. We'll put a tape line on there so the paint doesn't interfere with it, with the weld. Yeah, so the idea of the tape going on is that when you're doing the butt weld, you're not burning the paint on the back of the panel. But what I should have done is actually ground some of that galv off the back of this panel, because yeah, it was just not good to weld. Right, we'll paint it out here. Save getting the garage totally stinking. Back inside, bit of warm. Time for a brew, boys, and a couple of crumpets, because I was not on form today. I was not feeling it at all. We've had a coffee and some crumpets, and we're ready to carry on with it. So we've got that in primer, which has come out quite well in here to dry. I also put some on here as well, just because this will be hard to get to. Yeah, so I've welded before with these galv covered panels, and they never weld very good. I mean, it's good that they've got the protection of the galv, but they just make it really hard to weld. And even when you do grind off that galv, I think it somewhat soaks into the metal and just doesn't react well with your welder. Yeah, so I really struggled to get this nicely welded in. It was proper fighting me. That's in there. By no means is that my best work. It was a bloody horrible job. This galv plates, I hate them. They just don't weld very well. But it's in there. I'm calling it in there. I've still got that bit, a bit to fill in that little piece there, and then it needs sort of tiger sealing down these seams, and then the same on the tiger sealing down that seam, and then that bottom corner knocking back up. And then we're going to have to get some filler and fill this and make it look better. Yeah, it's in. It's where we want it. It's solid. Yeah, so I think I'll have to fill this and then sand it back, and yeah, because I'm not happy with that. But I say it has got the textured paint over it anyway, so you will never see it, and the bumper covers it up. But yeah, for this week, guys, I think we're done. So until next week, I'll see you later.